Hello. I think the camera's rocking. Yeah, just a little. Doesn't really help that this is all flapping around. Hello, it's March the 10th, 2020 at 10 past 2 in the afternoon. I've changed the backdrop. I've basically tidied up the DVDs and made a display out of it. I need to put some tape down or something because it actually looked quite good like that. So I might leave the DVDs there and just make it look presentable. Anyway, the bike's here still. It's nearly done. The paint's finished. Not too happy with the crossbar at the top, but it'll do. I've not gone out for about a month now. Over a month, 5 weeks, because of the bad weather we've had. I'm not going out walking 4 or 5 miles in wind and rain and making myself ill. So hopefully the weather breaks soon, as it's March and it should be spring. So we'll see. I'm trying to get out. When there's a bit of a dry patch, I will go for a mile or two walk, but it's intermittent at the moment. The weekend before last, I bought a turntable, a nice little TIAC, TN300. Had major issues skipping. Major. I tried everything. I cleaned and degreased and re-oiled everything. But the original head and a new needle was still skipping. Despite, putting the weight up, putting the weight down, adjusting the anti-skate. So I bought a new head and needle for £16. Put that on. Perfect. Every time. And I think it's the shape of the stylus on this turntable. It's an elliptical stylus, the original one. And the one I've got on now is a spherical one, which I think is kind of to worn records. I haven't got new vinyl. I mean, there isn't that much new vinyl being produced compared to the back catalogue. So we're playing old vinyl mostly. I've got stacks of it now. It's working. I've got probably 25 albums now in just a few days. Not good. I need to stop spending money on that. But I do need, it has taught me one thing. I need to get somewhere to store it, because at the moment it's just leaning against the media unit. And I'm listening to the music more than I'm watching TV now. So I do need to do something to tidy it all up. Anyway, I had the last counselling session on Friday, which was pretty good. It has really helped me, this session so far. But no sooner has the counselling session ended, my counsel, especially my housing officer, is annoying me again. People are taking the piss with shoes and carpets and trolleys in the fire escape, which is the stairwell, but it's a fire escape. And they don't rent that space, and they're putting it out like, I don't know, if they want a place with a porch, go and move into a house. If you don't have a porch and you have a flat, your porch is inside your door. It's easy. But my housing officer won't get off his arse and actually do something. He's not confrontational. He doesn't want to... Sorry, Merlin's just called me. He doesn't want to knock on someone's door and tell them they're doing something wrong. Unless he's forced. And that's not right. Merlin, you okay, son? Sorry, Merlin's just doing something weird on the window. I don't think he likes classical music. He wants to go out. That's the first time in 2 years it's looked like he wanted to go out. Merlin! Come on, baby. Come and talk to YouTube. Come on, Merlin. Sorry about this. Merlin's having a little bit of a funny session. I think he needs a bit of Billy time. Come on. Come on. Merlin. Here comes Merlin. Don't think you can see him yet though. Anyway. That's Merlin here. If I sit up, he might come on my lap. I doubt it somehow. Merlin never comes on your lap, but... Oh, you can just see his ear. There we are. There's little Merlin. My little baby. Anyway, where was I? Councilling's finished. That was fine. We had gunshots down here last night. The police were down here apparently for about 9 or 10 hours. The cordon was lifted about 10:30 this morning. Only about an hour after I realised there was police outside and it was all taped off. I was actually cordoned in, so I couldn't have gone out if I wanted to. They've arrested someone for it. And I think because of that, I've had a few requests on the Aldrich Way website, the Facebook page that I set up, to join. So hopefully this might spark a bit more interest in local government. I haven't done anything about the committee for the estate yet. I'm hoping when it warms up, people get more interested. We've got a forum coming up on the 25th, which I'm hoping to go to. What else is there? Oh, bye Merlin. Sorry, Merlin's just gone. Not much going on really. I'm fed up of dating sites. I've come off most of that. Well, I've come off all of them, I think. At least I've deleted the apps. I've reset my phone. I've been waiting for 3 months now for Android 10. I reset my phone at the weekend because it's just been doing some things that haven't been right over the last few months. And instead of waiting for Android 10, I've done a reset, restored it. It was all nice and quick and, just a few passwords to put in. And it seems better. It's behaving itself better on the battery, but it still hasn't resolved the proximity sensor. It works when you run a diagnostic on it, but it doesn't shut the screen off when you put it to your face or cover the proximity sensor. So there's something wrong. I'm hoping Android 10 will resolve that issue. I know Android 10 resolves the Wi-Fi issue, where it keeps losing internet, even though everything else is running the internet fine. Because I've had a look at it this morning. Oh, pardon me. What else? I've started doing a few bits and pieces around the place again. I've just lowered the TV in the bedroom and moved the speakers in because I'm trying to tie the cables up. So that's been done. Eventually I need to put filler in all the holes that's in the flat and then repaint. And that will look tidier because I've moved the side speakers as well. I don't know if I told you last time, but I've moved the side speakers, the surround speakers, and there's holes left where that was. So once I've finished doing all the bits and pieces around the place, I don't think I've got much left to do, to tell you the truth. Then I can put the filler in and then paint and get it back to looking presentable again. I've had to move the ottoman in the living room underneath the radiator in the window because Merlin was asleep in the bedroom last night on the ottoman against the radiator. Caspi came and chucked him off, and he hasn't got a radiator to sleep by in the living room because there's nothing there. So I've put the ottoman by the living room radiator, and so Merlin's got a choice of 2 places now. So all the cats should be able to sleep against the radiators. Not that it's getting that cold. I mean, I've got the windows open, and it's only 20 degrees now, and I've only had it lowest is 17 degrees in winter with the windows open. So this place doesn't get cold. Still having problems with money, but not sure what to do about that. It's ever since they lowered my money, DWP. Anxiety comes and goes still, especially in public, in the street. Just when you think you're improving. It's like I went out this morning and I just felt, because of what's happening with the shoes and all the stuff in the stairwell, and as a former health and safety officer, I know that is dangerous. But because most people are idiots and they don't realise what health and safety is, it's like round here. I pointed out that I've been campaigning to get parking restrictions put on the estate for ages because of safety concerns. And I put that on a Facebook forum. One person said, "What do you mean safety concerns?" And said, "Well, fire trucks can't get through, And they never realised it. It's like, oh, I thought fire trucks were magic and they could get through anything. Well, let's put it this way. If your day-to-day job is risking your life, jumping in buildings that are on fire that everyone's running out of, the last thing you want is the stress of trying to get through a narrow gap without damaging the vehicles either side. The easier we can make it for the firefighters, then the better they have a life and more chance you've got of getting rescued. So I'm quite insistent that there should be a 14-foot gap for emergency access on all roads. And if you park two average new cars, because they're bigger now, the cars, legally in a road and you can't get 14 foot, then you need double your lines down there to restrict access. Easy. I know people don't like it, but on safety, I mean, look at Grenfell Tower. This is why I keep going on about the stuff in the stairwell here. Because Grenfell Tower, half the reason it went up so quick is because people changed fire doors. I've got at least 2 fire doors here that have no seal or have no door return, so they're not proper fire doors anymore because the tenants have tampered with them. So, I want to be secure and safe in my home. And I can't do that if other people just don't realise what safety and security means, which is up to the council. And I'm insisting they do something. On the same grounds, I've been going on about the woman next door with a dog ever since I moved in. She's got a dog in her flat, and on May the 12th, 2018, she told me she wasn't supposed to have a dog in her flat, but don't tell the council. Well, I've told the council several times and have been ignored. So the next time I'm going to tell the council and copy in the RSPCA and the NSPCC, because they're walking dogs in a children's play area, and the council's response when I said, well, what if a child goes blind? Romana's response January last year at one of our little coffee mornings that no one else was in attendance to, Romana's response was, well, they'd have to prove it was from that park. So it's okay if children go blind because they can't prove where the blindness came from. That's a appalling attitude. And I've been raising this for over a year now, and I have been ignored. I mean, why would I make it up? Romana said that. Anyway, mental state, it was alright for a few days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday was okay. But now it's Tuesday. It's beginning to annoy me now. I mean, Sunday evening, we got all the bloody shoes downstairs. 5 sets of children's shoes. Well, she's only got 1 child, so is she doing childcare or something? Why are there 5 sets of children's shoes there? Or is she renting the flat out? I don't know. As long as people keep themselves to themselves, and that includes not getting, not doing things that shouldn't be seen by other people, i.e. on public land. Smoking, blocking the fire escape. I nearly tripped over yesterday the shoes when I was taking the bin bags down because I couldn't see the shoes on the bloody floor. It is dangerous, and that's in daylight. Imagine that, pitch black, filled with smoke and panicking. Oh. Sorry about that. I've got a call coming in. It might just be InstaVoice testing the thing. What else is going on? Not an awful lot. So I'm just relaxing with a few records. Now I've got the turntable working. Works through the Blu-ray player, by the way. There's an aux input, and I've been putting it through that, and I've got surround sound coming out of a turntable. Who'd have thought that 30 years ago when when turntables were all the rage? 5.1 pseudo stereo out of a stereo record. It sounds absolutely amazing. Scares the cats though when I put the 1812 Overture on, but hey, they've always got the other room. Anyway, I think I'll end it there, see what this call's like. If there's anything else to add, I'll do a jump cut into that. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and like, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much. Bye.